Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Caught a little bit of Fox this morning, and they were talking about Fast and Furious. And they had a guest on, and she had said that there's, around 1,400 guns still accounted for. I got a question. How does she know that? Does she know that because we were told 600 guns were found out of the 2,000 that crossed the border? How do you know 2,000 crossed the border? How do you know it wasn't 5,000? How do you know it wasn't 10,000? What do we know? Well, we know that Obama won the Pinocchio Award. Now, what does that tell you? We also know that they're lying about the numbers when it pertains to Obamacare. Huh? We know that they lie to us about pretty much everything. So how do we know how many guns crossed the border? We don't know. And you know what? We will never know. How do we know how many guns the Benghazi government workers, you know, those 34 survivors, shipped into Turkey for Syria? We don't know. What we do know, according to the Secretary of State, John Kerry, they've been doing this for a long time. They've been training and equipping Al-Qaeda and the Syrian rebel freedom fighters in where? In Jordan. Yeah, this is nuts, folks. This is total nuts. You can't believe anything they tell us. There's nothing that they tell us that's real. So I got to believe a whole lot more than 2,000 weapons crossed the border. A hell of a lot more. And I got to believe people are going to continue being slaughtered with these weapons. And you know what's really amazing? Not a single person has been held accountable for Fast and Furious. What did Obama say? Well, he says he heard about it when he's watching television. And what did Janet Napolitano say? Well, she said she didn't know about it until Border Agent Brian Terry was killed. Yet there's video of David Ogden. If you're a new subscriber, go Google David Ogden, O-D-G-E-N, March the 24th, 2009. Listen to what he says. Listen to his words. And you know who's standing right beside him? Janet Napolitano. Buddy came up to say hi. Say hi, buddy. Yeah, Janet Napolitano. She said she didn't know about it either. And you know who else didn't know about it? The less than Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr. He said he didn't know about it either. Yet if you listen to what David Ogden says, Obama provided the initial funding of $10 million. That's in 2009. And the less than Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder, well, he went to Mexico and he spoke about the operation. It wasn't called Fast and Furious, it was called some gun running program. But none of them knew about any of it. Isn't that amazing? Huh? Well, the problem is, there's that videotape of David Ogden, March the 24th, 2009. I've tried to find out where David Ogden is. He can't be found. I don't think he's with us any longer. What I did read a while ago was that he was sent to Afghanistan on official business. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta get rid of those skeletons in the closet because they can come back and cause you a lot of grief. But that video was still out there. So again, go Google David Ogden, March the 24th, 2009. Listen to what he says. Grab a piece of paper, write down the people that he talks about. Look at the date, 2009, huh? Not when Border Agent Brian Terry was killed in 2011. No. This is 2009. It's clear as a bell, folks. It is clear as a bell. To me, anyway. How about to you?